Hello, I just thought I'd bring you along to the allotment for another weekly update and show you what's been going on the allotment. We've started laying out cardboard now for the third bed up on the top level of the allotment, just because we want to kill off all the grass and weeds while we're not ready to dig it and plant anything, because it's going to be a while before anything goes in on this section. So if I just stand in the corner, I can give you an idea of how big it'll be. So it'll go all the way down. Obviously where the rubbish is, we're not going to be able to have a straight path all the way down to the gate like we'd like. So it's going to have to curve around the rubbish, because there's still an ongoing thing between the parish council and the previous owner about the rubbish clearance. So it's just got to stay there for now. And then nettles are all overgrown the compost here. I'll just do a quick look at the courgettes here on the corner. Corn's doing really well. And nasturtiums, got little nasturtium friends. And these guys, look at these squashes here. They're doing brilliant now. And the courgettes, we've got flowers opening, look, on the pumpkins over there. Just bring you down here. More flowers on the courgettes there. I've put some marigolds in here because we've had birds picking out the Chinese noodle beans. So we've only got a few left. So I thought I'd put some marigolds around to sort of help protect them. And I've poked some more Chinese noodle bean seeds in the ground. But I think it's just going to have to be my last attempt this year at getting some to grow, because it's a bit late really. But I would like to see a few pop up if possible. But I don't know, maybe it's something that will have to be grown in pots in the future or something, because I don't seem to like the soil too much here, whereas most other things are starting to take off now, because we've been adding things like compost and grass clippings to the soil just to improve it all the time. Peas are doing fantastic. We've got lots and lots of pods coming. They're doing great. I just wish there was more, because I love fresh peas. You just can't beat fresh peas. And this section here, this is where all the mint was. So it's still looking a bit rough now, but all of that's been dug out with a lot of help from Graham. And then we've just started to lay out two of the sort of market style beds. Market style are what we're really going for in the future, really. So there they are. This one's got Swiss chard in it, and then this one is going to be a bit of a gamble, because we've got celery. We put celery in here because I had loads of celery starts at home that I'd grown from seed, and I wasn't going to use them at home, so I thought we'd bring them up and pop them in. Even though it's a bit late in the year, we may as well just see what happens, and it fills the ground, doesn't it? Just gives the area something that's growing good. And even if they grow quite small, they'll be really handy, because we can still use them in things like soups and stock, stews, anything like that they'll be great for, even if they're small, because they're just packed full of flavour. But yeah, these market garden style beds will run the length of this eventually, and we're thinking maybe we'll just put in a late crop of peas, maybe mange too, something like that, and put up some netting maybe here on this outer section here. Put up some netting and have a go at some brassicas, maybe some kale, so that we've got something to crop in the spring. This is the beans. They're looking good actually, they're doing okay. I'll just bring you in and show you. My shadow's getting in the way. There is actually beans growing. They're just really hard to spot. And in the gaps where a few plants did die off, again I think the birds picked them out when we transplanted them. So I've just poked some more seeds in the ground and just hope that they pop up. Runner beans here, they're doing really well. You see, these are the painted lady ones. They're starting to climb up the poles now. And then the normal ones that I'd grown them in trays at home, and then we transplanted them out. They weren't doing great to start with. They went sort of all yellow and sickly looking, and Mum gave them a couple of feeds of this organic feed that she got at garden centre, and they're growing really well now. We've got flowers, they're all opening out now, so hopefully we'll get some beans soon. And then last but not least, our potato rows. So these are going to have to come out, because if you look closely, look, they're starting to die off now. And we've got some spotting on the leaves. Let's see if we can find you a leaf, because it all looks quite green on the camera, but it's not quite so green in real life. But they're all ready. They're ready to come out now. And if we have a little dig, you can see, look, they look quite good in there. So I think we'll let the kids dig those out, because I reckon they'll enjoy that. Well, there you go, that's another week on the allotment. It's definitely starting to come together now. Looks pretty good to me. Well, there you go. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Thanks, bye-bye.